Alright guys, welcome to the Commish show. This is the week 4 recap. We've got a special guest in the studio here today, so we'll bring him up after this segment, after we do the week 4 recap with Gunnar LeBeau. And let's go ahead and just kick it off. We're going to start with the first matchup. We got Zeus Factor going up against Scott Sterling, Andrew's team. This was an interesting matchup. I expected a little bit more firepower out of both of these guys, and I was thoroughly disappointed. It was a close match, but a low-scoring match, and Andrew was able to squeak out a win, 77-75. You know, not a lot of performance here from these guys. Jeremy Hill and Demarius Thomas for Andrew really was the only people that put up some points, and for Ray, he had just Eli and Allen Robinson. And his Panthers D actually did pretty solid, but other than that, you know, I'm sure he's questioning some of the moves. Andrew, I'm sure is. I know he left some points on the bench, so a little of a doofus move there by that guy. But nonetheless, he came out with the win, so he moves to 2-2, and Ray falls to 1-3. So Ray started off with a victory, 3 straight losses, not looking so hot for him. We'll go on to the next matchup.
Yeah, we're going to your matchup. You had a big win over Marcus.
High score of the week this
points,
week.
Yep. Second win in a row for you.
Yeah.
Good game from everyone except the quarterback.
Yeah. Peyton just really, I was surprised they didn't get put up more points, but you know, that's just the way the Broncos offenses look. Some weeks it's good, some weeks it's not. It's tough to choose, but you know, I think the funny thing is Marcus's bench had a heck of a game.
Yeah.
You know, and that would have definitely made this a lot more close. And but at the same time, I feel good too because my bench actually did pretty solid as well. So you know, a couple of moves here and there. You know, it could have been a lot tighter, but I think I still would have squeaked out the dub.
Yeah, I agree. It's a good week for you.
We got Robert's match next, Hide-and-Go-Seek versus Mike's team, Show Me Them TDs. And, you know, I think injuries is really what hurt Mike this week. You know, he's obviously been handed his first loss, and good for Robert to finally rebound. I think he moves to 2-2. Mike's drops to 3-1. But it was a close matchup. You know, again, low scoring. I think really most of the matchups, except for my team, which is just thoroughly dominating right now, you know, didn't put up as many points as the past week. So, you know, we'll see. It was a close matchup, and that's what we want to see. We want to see close matchups. You know, we don't want those blowouts. But I think Robert's team did pretty solid. He got good performance out of a lot of guys that he needed to, especially, you know, his bench. I know he put in Michael Crabtree, and he came in and put some good points in. And, you know, I think he made some solid moves there.
Yeah, another, Mike's just hurt by injuries. You know, this is the first week in, I think, 20 or maybe even 30-plus weeks that Antonio Brown hasn't had at least 5 catches of 50 yards.
Yeah, the streak was broken, so
that's unlucky for Mike.
But Mike's got still a very solid team. You know, he's got players that can still perform. It's just maybe some tough matchups for his guys this week. So better luck next week, Mike.
Cool.
This one's gonna sting, Brian. I know that you were talking some mad shit about taking down Warner, but looks like the tables have turned.
Yeah.
And Brian, not doing so hot, lost 104-87 to D's nuts. D's nuts, ladies and gentlemen. Warner moves to 2-2, and I think you dropped to 1-3.
Yeah, it's 3 in a row, and injuries were just killing me. Luck didn't play, Jeffrey didn't play.
But you know what? I'll give you some credit. You made a smart move. You picked up Blake Bortles. He actually put up a good amount of points. You know, I wasn't expecting that many from him. Jeremy Maclin had a hell of a game. Your kicker had a hell of a game. It's just the rest of your team just not as much. You played a lot of risk, not a lot of reward though.
Yeah.
And Warner, you know, made a couple moves. I know he put in Vic because the Patriots were on bye, so good for you paying attention on that. I had a feeling though that he was probably going to play a couple Pats, but he proved me wrong there. But you know, I mean, if again week 2, this is basically Devontae Freeman's team, because if it isn't for him, he probably doesn't win this matchup or last week's matchup. So 2 huge weeks for him. Warner's riding the high wave now. Let's see if it's going to come crashing down next week. But keep coasting, buddy. And then we've got Gunnar's team, multiple scoregasms going against Frank, and you know Frank's the grinder, 3-0, but Big Gunnar giving him his first loss of the season, and Gunnar's flying high. You know, he's 3-1, Frank's 3-1 now, but Gunnar's team's that's 3 consistent weeks in a row, putting up a decent amount of points, and I think outside of me, he was the next high scorer. So Gunnar, congrats. You know, hopefully you keep doing well, except for this coming week, because I'm going against you. And I'm afraid I'm going to have to end this little streak of yours here. But we'll see. Your team's doing well, and I think he's relying mainly on his starters. Not a lot of bench production. Obviously, he had a couple guys on bye weeks, but the same can be said about Frank's team. He's really going through a little rough patch here. A couple guys not getting the touches, but I'll give Frank this. He's a strategist.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? He's trying to make some moves. He's banking on some guys like you. A little risk, a little reward.
Yeah.
Not the reward this week, though. So we'll see how he responds there. And then finally, in our final matchup, we got Team 10-Minute Tonys against the Alabama Slammer. And not surprised here that Dustin is still winless. He's scoring. I think he's gradually getting more points out of these guys, but it's just not there.
Yeah. Well, he played an injured Sammy Watkins, which is never a good start.
Never a good start.
And then, if you look at his bench, there's nothing really going on there either. A few injuries. But nothing much he could have done better than his team that he has.
Yeah. Now let me ask you this. This is Tony's first week not having the most points or being up there.
Yeah.
Would we say the fall is near? Is he kind of on the downward spiral?
I don't think you quite say that. You look at his bench and he had a lot of points on his bench.
That's true. He did. He's got a great team. He's very deep, and he still remains undefeated. So congrats, Tony. Keep it up. We'll see how the season pans out for you. But that is our Week 4 recap. Here in just a bit, we're going to get Gunnar here, and we've got a little segment called Getting Loose with the Goose. So, Gunnar, go ahead. You want to join us?
Doing well.
Well, glad to have you on the show. I'm glad you wanted to make an appearance, and hopefully we'll have some more. And guys, again, you're more than welcome to join the show, do a segment, whatever you'd like to do. We'll have some fun with it. We're going under the hood here, as you can see with our main man Gunnar here. He's got his headset on, and he's going to get loose with the Goose. Take us through what you're thinking here, buddy.
About loose with the Goose? Like, is that what you want to go through?
Sure, get loose with the Goose, man.
Think about a little segment where we can kind of talk some smack to other people and maybe get the smack talking around school going up a little bit, have a little fun with it.
Okay, yeah, I think that's actually a great idea. I think this would be something fun, and everyone knows that you can sure run your mouth. So, why don't you get us started off? Take us off who you want to smack talk down first.
We can start with D's nuts. James, you're actually surprising a lot of people. I'll give you that. Because I thought for sure you were going to be the first person in NFL fantasy football history to go 0 for it in your season. But you're really surprising me. I'm also with Sean surprised that you didn't start Tom Brady and Ron Gronkowski this week. I thought for sure that was going to happen.
Right, seems like a classic Warner move, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely
but the kid's learning.
A rookie movie. Yes, he's getting a lot better. I think he's doing his homework a little bit. And next we'll go over here with Brian, Pablo Sanchez. Had a weak week this week, huh? Defense wasn't really there for you, right?
Really? Yeah. The past few weeks I haven't.
Yeah, I think Brian he's grasping. He's grasping. He's trying to be mover and a shaker, and right now he's shaking out a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
A lot of nothing. That's 3 losses in a row. Things aren't looking too pretty for our guy. And we'll see what goes from there. But I just don't think he has what it takes.
Just has to get healthy and it'll be good. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
A couple weeks.
We'll see.
Next we'll go with the Zeus Factor and Ray Pissarro. Ray, what happened, man? You had it in the bag. Monday Night Football screwed you again. Sorry, it happens to everybody. Do you have anything you'd like to say about Ray?
Well, Ray, again, being a freaking homer, you got to hate people that just pick their guys, right? You just pick a bunch of Eagles, Ray, or Notre Dame guys. Which, you want to get your guys on the team, but you also got to play smart. And clearly Ray's missing a few rocks from that noggin of his. So we'll see how the rest of the season pans out. Maybe he'll wise up, make some smarter moves, but right now it's hurting him.
Yeah.
And then you got Andrew, who just squeaks by, I'm sure. I don't know if I know anyone that's more lucky. I think he's blessed because he's almost clear, because he's that white that just everything goes his way.
Yeah.
Agreed. And also his defense bringing him -4 points and still coming out.
It still comes out with a W.
Point
That's a
win.
bunch of bullshit, stuff like that.
And leaving
all those points on the board.
Yeah.
50,
on his
60
bench.
points
Yeah.
on the
He
bench.
went with Breeze on his bench in favor of Flacco. And I mean, he could have put even the smackdown that much more. But I guess stupidity doesn't matter when it's stupidity versus stupidity. Somehow stupidity is going to win.
Yeah.
And apparently it went in the favor of the whiter stupidity.
And Ray also wins that game if he starts the Eagles' starting running back instead of his backup.
Yeah.
0 points.
Yeah,
So.
that's true. Come on, Ray. I thought you were a homer. I thought
Yeah.
you're up to date with what Philly's doing, but apparently not. So maybe get that shit together.
All right, next we'll go with Sean and By the Beard of Zeus, which might be the most queerish fantasy football name I've ever heard.
Hey, if you're an Anchorman fan, you get it, buddy. You get it.
Besides these nuts, it's up there with these nuts. Peyton Manning having a rough game, huh?
Yeah. If it wasn't for the rest of my guys kicking ass, I would have been worried because that's a couple weeks now that he's really pissed me off with poor performance.
Slow start to the season.
Leaving some points on the bench.
Yeah, lost some points on the bench, but the guys exactly. I think it's deep. The guys that actually scored more points than their
Marcus,
counterparts.
you hear this, right?
Yeah.
He's saying he left all kinds of points on the bench, and he still.
I was trying to give him a cushion. I was like, "Come on, Marcus, just bring it. Come on."
And then speaking of Marcus, we'll go to Marcus next, even though he doesn't have much to say. We know that. But Marshawn Lynch with 0 points.
Yeah. He didn't even play. There's
Yeah,
another guy playing.
Another guy didn't play. Everybody's doing their homework. That's what I like to see.
Yeah, right.
Everybody's on there. Marcus leaving points on the bench.
Tons of points.
Marcus, you could have been up there with him.
Yeah, that's what I said. This game could have been a lot closer, but I'll take it. I'll take the dub.
Y'all got to get on y'all's game.
I think this is the second week Marcus got blown out. Second in a row.
Yeah.
Next we'll go with me actually, multiple scoregasms, taking.
Talk
Frank
about a
down.
shitty fucking name right there. That's real original, Gunnar. Come on now.
Taking down Frank, who was 3-0. I'm sorry, Frank. Your little picture here says you mad, bro, and I think you're the one that's mad. So might want to rethink that one.
Yeah, but your team did good. There's not much
good
you can really, not too much shit talk we can say here, but I guarantee it's coming next week. So you just wait your turn.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see.
Next we'll go with Team 10 Minute. Tony Pugh. Tony, first off, I think you should be disqualified from the league. This is Americans. We don't really accept the Chinese. I mean, I don't think it's fair because you have you have extra brains and stuff up there to help you.
Extra brains. You heard it here first, guys.
Extra brains. And then, I'm just kidding, Tony, by the way. And then we got the Alabama Slammer, who's doing stuff like a typical Alabamian.
There we go. I agree. Yep.
Playing Sammy Watkins whenever he's hurt. It's not the smartest decision. Leaving a few points on the bench, not many though. Tony leaving points on the bench and still coming out with the win. That's good stuff there. Anything I want to say?
No, I completely agree. I think Dustin's really he might be in the running for the Warner Award.
Yeah,
in the Warner Award. Here we go. And then finally, we got Robert and Mike's matchup. And just like Mike in real life, his team is also crippled. Just not able to, compete at the level he probably thought he was capable of. And we'll see how that continues. If he's still gonna carry that cheese around with all that wine he's got. So
yeah, Mike started off really strong. I thought he was gonna be really good. And then a few injuries came through, and looking about how he looks right now.
And shaped his world. Yeah. But Robert, I'm proud of him. He's taking his lumps already. And it's good to see him. And I'm sure he's relishing this one, getting it over Thug Life. So, we'll see how.
And also leaving some big points on the bench. Yeah. He won anyway, but could have definitely helped. Mike, you lost, man. Sorry, there was nothing you could do.
Yeah.
It's tough when you got that many injuries, though.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
It was a good week. Dustin, you might have to make some trades, dude, because your team isn't doing it.
But see, you know what? I don't even know if that's going to work because I don't know if anyone's going to really want anyone from that trash of a team. So
he's got some
he's got a few guys, but I think people realize that he's just not going anywhere. So there's no need to give him anything to help him get anywhere.
He took the risky pass. He took a lot of unproven guys.
Exactly.
I believe they're Alabama guys.
Yeah, most of them.
Of course.
Typical.
Yeah.
But need to work on that a little bit. Maybe get with Frank on some trades. I know Frank's trying to trade everybody.
Frank's
right
always ready to move things. Yeah. Old Frankie Two Shoes there.
Old Blossom Bones. I'm not sure what that means. That's up there in the top 3 with the worst names.
All right, guys. Well, next week we're going to do a recap. Obviously, the Week 5 recap. We'll talk about anything else. We're still working on getting a potential segment to do with JD. I'm really looking forward to that. Just trying to get him to agree to my terms. But if any of you guys are wanting to get on a segment, do something fun or anything, let us know. We're always down here to help. And Gunnar, any final words? Any final stuff you want to get off your chest to the fans back home?
Do your homework, kids. And stay in school.
I like it.
You guys heard it here first. Do your homework. All right, guys. This is the Commish Show. We'll see you next week. Thank you.